Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said many times before that Ukraine is, if not the, and I think it should be, the biggest arms seller on the black market. I have here some evidence to support that claim. And the problem is the weapons that the West dropped on Ukraine, a lot of them are unaccounted for. They went where exactly? I think they went to some bad actors who would probably settle some scores in Europe and in North America with their own weapons. I have here 3 articles. The first one is coming from Sputnik, and we have an Ukrainian soldier captured, POW, and he's going to tell us what kind of weapon he was trained on and what kind of weapon he was given when he was on the front. And it's not the same one. And where did the guns end up? Well, where do you think? On a black market. That's the first one. And the second one is, curiously enough, in the same day when we have this POW, Ukrainian POW, telling us that we don't know where the weapons are, the Ukrainians on 2 media outlets, Ukrainska Pravda and the New Voice of Ukraine, counter that. They do damage control with telling us that the F-16s are piloted actually by the Ukrainian pilots. All right, let's start with the first article. Here, comes from Sputnik. NATO weapons, quote unquote, disappeared in Ukraine. POW. This is 8 hours ago today, March 26, 2025. So I'm going to play this little clip with this POW, and is in Ukrainian, I guess, and he's going to talk about where the weapons are. And I'm going to probably move myself if I can, not even there, but here. So let's try to put it from the beginning. Ready?
Из чего и как вас учили стрелять?
Ну, там у них в основном это Heckler и Koch 416 был, и 4-кратные прицелы. Вот это основное. Ну, это 5,56.
А на Украине у вас какое оружие было?
На Украине АКМ выдали.
АКМ, да? С прицелом?
Без.
Без. Понятно. Оружие вам как-то обещали оттуда отдать?
Ну, они его отправили, но до части, я не знаю, то ли не дошло, то ли где-то в части оно растворилось.
So, it doesn't mean that that's true. Maybe this guy was just meant to say this kind of things, but I don't think so, my friends. But anyway, let's read further the article. And then I'm going to show you the weapons he's talking about, Heckler and Koch. It's a German weapon, just so you know. Here, a Ukrainian militant taken captive by the Russian army admitted that he never saw the NATO weapons he was trained to use in Germany in real combat action. Recently, Western news outlets raised alarm that Ukraine has already become the world's biggest black market for firearms. You got it? This is the weapon he was trained on. The Heckler and Koch HK416 is an assault rifle chambered for 5.56 45mm NATO cartridge. It is designed and manufactured by the German company Heckler and Koch. This is it, right there. All right, this is the weapon this guy was trained for, but it's not. He didn't get to it. So what do you think happened? He said, I was with AKM, Automat Kalashnikov modernized. That's AK. AKM. Modernized. I think it was modernized in 74 or something. Anyway, no too much. Maybe. I don't know. So here it is. Where are the weapons? Remember, Zelensky said he doesn't know where almost $100 billion in aid went. $100 billion. 1 billion is 1,000 million. 999. You understand those? Comprehend that? Give me only 1 billion after tax. Okay? I'm kind of like, just 1 billion. After tax, please. All right. Next one, next article. And in the same day, which is today the 26th, we got this article from Ukrainian Pravda. And then the next one from the New Voice of Ukraine with the same thing. And I'm quoting, more than 80% of our missiles hit their targets. First ever interview with Ukrainian F-16 pilot. I don't think first that the Ukrainian pilots are piloting the F-16s, and I don't think the F-16s are really fighting the Russians after the first failed, how should I put, operation against the missiles, the Russian missiles, where it was a friendly fire who downed one of these guys. It crashed. It was not shot down, it crashed. The Air Force has released a first interview with a Ukrainian F-16 fighter pilot who speaks about combat missions, tactical deployment, and the skilled team that has successfully mastered Western equipment and new approaches to its use. Maybe they don't even have the F-16s anymore. Maybe they gave it to the Russians, I don't know, to someone else on the black market. The pilot, whose identity remains undisclosed, says that the F-16 fighter pilots carry out multiple strike missions a day on Russia and the temporary occupied territories on Ukraine. Additionally, pilots conduct flights to cover fellow combat aviators operating MiG-29, Sukhoi-27, Sukhoi-24, Sukhoi-25 aircraft. The pilot notes that the Ukrainian forces have demonstrated high effectiveness in using Western air and ground-based equipment. Okay, and I'm quoting, almost every missile hits its target. Oh my God, it's almost impossible. But anyway, more than 80% of the missiles we launch reach their targets, destroying both Shahed drones and cruise missiles launched from sea, air, land, space, underground, anyway, in dreams, everywhere. Okay, everywhere is fantastic. Next one, New Voice of Ukraine, the same, the 26th. This is as a response to this, I guess. With Western jets, Ukraine's air forces challenges Russian air advantage. Do you think this garbage airplane designed in 1968, first flight in 1974, do you think this can compete with airplanes built, I don't know, in 2000 or designed in 1990s? I don't think so. Well, if you give me the upgrades, what, the other ones, do you think they just stayed like froze in time? They didn't get updates? And if you believe in those updates, I want you to use the same chassis and everything for a Cadillac from 1976. Beautiful car, or 1978 Cadillac, okay? Use it and see. You can add, you can do this, you can, scratch your butt or massage. It's the same 1972 technology. That's what it is. Well, updates and upgrades. They will never convince me that the F-16s are still good airplanes in combat against Russia. They will never convince me with that one. I mean, unless I just, go full retard and say, yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, man, we do it. Fuck off. All right, let's move on. The Ukrainian military released an interview with Ukrainian pilot flying the US-made F-16 aircraft published on YouTube channel ran by the Air Force on March 26th. The unnamed no, we have the pretty good reinforcement, French aircraft, Dassault Mirage, and they help us a lot. Did you see that accident by the French military? The air show? What were they flying? Not the Mirage? Why? Because they're not maneuverable? I don't know. I'm just saying. You could say our aviation is finally reaching the desired level. The same level we saw when we trained abroad. Better. This is the Mirage right here. Man, better than the Russians. The Russians are just baboons, man. Right here. We now have a different, higher quality arsenal. The Russians understand this. On some fronts, we're engaging at very close range, something we haven't seen before. Based on their actions, we see them starting to retreat. They're afraid to get near us. All right. And this is Koniec film. This is the end. The end like a Hollywood movie, like the landing on the... All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm telling you, when those drones that poured into Ukraine by tens or hundreds of thousands, when those javelins, are they going to be used in Europe for airplanes taking off or landing, or even, Congress or House of Representatives or presidents or whoever speeches outside, when you're going to see that happening in Europe and in Western Europe, in North America, do not blame Putin. If you do it at your own risk. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Remember, those little drones like this can be carried in your ass when you cross the border, the Rio Grande border in United States of America. Okay, I know that. Direct experience. Let me get one. Okay, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.